Hi, I'm Wade Wolff, and this is Travel Disc Golf. I'm a disc golf fanatic. I love food, craft beer, traveling, and all the people I come across on my journeys. On this channel, I'll share the best of what I find. This episode is a multi-part exploration of my own stomping grounds in the Sierra Foothills of Northern California. Welcome to Travel Disc Golf. We're in Browns Valley, California at the Browns and Bows Disc Golf Complex. Coined by the locals, Disc Golf Disneyland, or Disneyland, a place so beautiful, the course is wrapped through multiple wedding venues. Let's go meet the owner and mastermind behind this magical place, Mark Brown.
My name is Mark Brown, and I own Browns and Bows Disc Golf Course and also Barns at Willow Creek, which is our wedding facility located at the same place.
Mark's journey into disc golf had nothing to do with disc golf and everything to do with finding a property that had a pond. When he found one with 3 ponds, he was sold. Once he had the land, he stumbled onto disc golf in Orangevale, California, where a chance meeting with Disc Golf Hall of Famer Jim Oates kick-started a parade of legends in helping Mark shape the property.
Well, the first designers were the Lissaman twins, Jeff and Johnny. They came up and visited, and then they brought Ed Hedrick up with them. And Ed Hedrick was absolutely elated that someone was going to do a private course. As I recall, at that time, it was maybe the 3rd private course in California. And that's how we began.
By 1996, Hall of Famers Jeff and Johnny Lissaman had shaped the original front course, and Mark was hosting youth camps with a singular focus: having fun. By 1998, disc golf was firmly established in Browns Valley. A community effort led by the Lissamans and Mark resulted in the completion of the back course. Tournaments were being played, and that caught the attention of the greats and currently draws today's stars to pay homage. Despite the success of the first 2 courses, Mark is never satisfied. And along with the development of multiple wedding facilities on the property, Mark purchased and installed an 18-hole marksman skills course.
So on Charlotte's Web, we decided that we wanted to add another course. We had bought 2 parcels next door, 12 acres. I wanted to get another 18 in. I had seen the baskets from Dynamic Discs. They seemed like a fun basket, but I wasn't going to put in anything that wasn't commercial grade. And then I also wanted to try out some of the rubberized green mat. But I needed a name for it. We'd spent 8 months cleaning up the whole course. We, got everything down to the ground, all the poison oak, everything. We needed a name for it. Of course, at that time, I had met Sharlotte. And Sharlotte was out there helping me clean. And it just, she had me in her web, and Charlotte's Web, it was perfect.
After talking with Mark and hearing some of the stories, I literally could not wait to get out and play. So it was off to Charlotte's Web, the perfect place to warm up the arm and dial in the mids and putters. All right, everything is dialed in. Or as dialed in as I'm gonna get. We're gonna dive into the front course with manicured fairways, water carries, and lots of shot shaping on a reasonably short course where birdie opportunities seem plentiful. Hard to believe, as Mark tells it, I'm about to play a hole where two Hall of Famers, Ken Climo and course designer Jeff Lissaman, battled it out in the 90s. When playing the front course, it's hard to not look ahead to 18. This beauty. About 220 to carry the water, 250 your part. Mark Brown's love and respect for this game comes pouring through on this beautiful front 18. And here's my pro tip. If you're coming out to Browns and Bows, bring a cooler full of your favorite drinks and food. Bring a comfortable chair because you are not gonna wanna leave this property until you throw your arm off. So I'm gonna go recharge my chair by my cooler, and when we do, I'm gonna show you all the accommodations that Mark has on this property, just in case you want to run it back the next day. If you want all the amenities of a hotel room, you want the Tommy Time tiny home and the cottage next door. Want the glamping experience? It's the Citrus House and Leodore Willie's Cabin. Have a larger group and want to go in luxury? Check out the Lodge. And last but not least, there are a ton of camping options. But this is my favorite, as you get to see some great holes, hear the rush of the creek, and have this covered area with power. All right, all recharged and ready to take on my third course of the day, the back 18. back course has a classic Foothills vibe. Lots of trees, shot shaping, little more distance than the front, and if you're on your game, birdies. And if you're not, well, you get to work on your mental game, like letting go of the bad and focusing on the shot in front of you, etc. Either way, it's an oak-filled adventure. Browns and Bows is literally the perfect all-day or even all-weekend disc golf destination. We opened on Charlotte's, we played the manicured front 18, and challenged ourselves on the demanding back 18. Now it's time to find some local brew. I can't think of anything better than a delicious craft beer after a round. And delicious craft beer starts with a head brewer.
My name's Ian Churchill. I'm the head brewer here at Bullmastiff Brewing in Penn Valley, California.
Ian was introduced to craft beer by his dad, and specifically inspired by the OGs of craft beer, Sierra Nevada. While pursuing a degree in grain science at Kansas State University, he started homebrewing and sharing his bounty with his friends. As he closed in on his degree, he decided to get serious.
So I started going down that path and ended up getting a job being an assistant brewer at Tallgrass Tap House in Kansas, where they Chris Chalmers there kind of taught me everything that I know of where to start and how to finish everything.
That experience led to a master's brewing certificate from UC Davis and some amazing brewing opportunities in the Sacramento area, including Highwater Brewing, before landing as the head brewer at Bullmastiff.
Everybody in the brewing community has been amazing so far, and being able to learn from them has honestly shaped a lot of the styles that I make. Without working at Highwater, I don't think I would have fell in love with dark beers, to be honest.
Getting a feel for Ian's backstory once again had me fired up.
Let's go taste some beer.
For all that are new to Bullmastiff, I had to know, what would Ian suggest to get a taste of this Penn Valley gem?
If you wanted to get the full feel for Bullmastiff, I would definitely go across the entire spectrum of beers. I would go from our Kentucky Pilsner, which is, our lightest beer that we produce, sitting at 4.5%, probably one of the easiest drinking beers that I've ever had. Remember, that's our perfect river beer, hot day beer, any type of beer, honestly. We also make seltzers. So you're able to try, we have, 15, 16 different flavors of seltzers that we produce. So being able to try those gives a good broad array of things. My personal favorite here is the Cool Drool West Coast IPA. It is well-rounded, lower ABV for a West Coast. It's got great piney characters to it. It's pretty light. It's good, easy drinking beer. And then I would go to, it's a big one, but I would go with our Doghouse Stout. Kind of just throw our full array of everything out there.
After tasting some great beer and hitting the barbecue for a quick bite, our day was a wrap, and our first Sierra Foothill destination was in the books. We had an absolute blast shooting our first episode. Special thanks to Mark Brown and Ian Churchill at the rebranded Thirsty Barrel. We're super excited about our next episode when we continue our exploration of the Sierra Foothills, when we hit Grass Valley, California. Until then, thanks for joining me on Travel Disc Golf.